Basic principles of fire protection and health and safety rules in Bela. Toruńskie Zakłady Materiałów Opatrunkowych is one of the largest companies in the world producing dressing materials and hygiene products. The TZMO group includes 56 companies located in 18 countries. Over 8,000 people found work at the TZMO. One of the largest production companies is Bela, which has 2 locations in Toruń. This is where, among others, feminine hygiene products are made. We want our products to be of the highest quality. That is why people staying in our plant should adapt to the applicable rules. Each person intending to enter the plant must undergo a training in the basic health and safety rules applicable during their stay on the company's premises. Entering and moving around is allowed only in the presence of a representative of the company. In front of the entrance to the plant, there are parking spaces prepared for visitors and external companies. Each visitor is obliged to complete a health declaration form. Access is controlled on the premises. Each visitor receives an ID badge, allowing them to move around the designated area of the company. Discuss the visit and the scope of work performed at the company's premises with the supervisor. In the case of performing particularly dangerous work or fire dangerous work, report this fact to the supervisor in order to undertake further procedures. In the case of a business visit, the company guardian is responsible for the visitor's stay and their safety on the company's premises. However, in the case of the stay of employees of external companies, the company supervisor coordinates the work agreed with the entities performing work on our company's premises. Photographing and filming is prohibited throughout the entire plant. If it is necessary to use a recording device, you must inform your host about the situation and obtain his consent. It is prohibited to bring and consume alcohol, intoxicants, and other dangerous items on the company's premises. For the safety of our guests, please report to the guardian the use of strong drugs that impair motor skills and the possession of a pacemaker. Smoking cigarettes and electronic cigarettes is allowed only in designated areas. Forklifts, cars, and trucks move around the Bela company premises. All pedestrians traveling on the company's premises are obliged to use designated communication routes. You must stop before entering a pedestrian crossing. After making sure there is no danger, we enter the crossing with particular caution. When driving a car on the company's premises, the driver is subject to road traffic regulations. Follow the vertical and horizontal markings placed on the company's premises. All external employees on the company's premises are required to wear protective vests when moving around. Entrance to the hall is allowed only wearing protective clothing, footwear, and headgear required in the production hall. It is mandatory to remove jewelry before entering. Hearing protection is required in our production areas. Make sure to put them on correctly before entering the hall. You are not allowed to bring or eat any food into the production hall. In the production hall, we follow the supervisor. We keep a safe distance of 1 meter from the machine elements. You must not touch or lean on any elements in the production hall. When moving around the production hall, be careful and pay attention to moving transport carts. Moving around the storage area is permitted in protective footwear, a vest, and a protective headgear. When staying in a place where forklifts and other transport machines are operating, you should be especially careful because a moment of inattention may result in a dangerous, life-threatening situation. When in the warehouse, follow the instructions of the supervisor. When operating a forklift in a warehouse, in order to safely pass through the truck's work zone, you must communicate visually with the forklift operator and obtain his approval to pass. Each employee of an external company performing work on the premises of the plant is obliged to undergo occupational health and safety training. External companies performing particularly hazardous work are obliged to submit the required documents before starting work. If work is performed on the company's premises, the worksite must be secured. The work area must be kept tidy to ensure safe work. In the event of an emergency, stay calm and follow the instructions of the people in charge of the evacuation operation. In case of fire hazard, break the glass and press the manual fire alarm button. Pay attention to places where fire extinguishing equipment and emergency exit signs are located in the hall. After evacuating the building, go to the designated assembly point. In the event of any injury, you should immediately notify the caregiver and, if necessary, use the first aid kits located in each production or warehouse hall. BLS plants are also equipped with defibrillators, which are located at the reception desks. In the event of a threat, the company has trained staff to provide first aid. In our company, care for the natural environment is also a priority, which is why we consistently follow the rules of waste segregation at the plant to minimize the negative impact of our activities on the environment. Take care of your safety with us. We wish you a pleasant stay in our company.